Here, my dear, I'll put it in your hair. Then she stuck the poison comb into Snow White's head, and poor Snow White fell to the floor. Whoops, no! Hello, my fabulous reading friends. It's Elina. Welcome to my house where we have fun. If you want to read more stories with me, be sure to subscribe. So don't miss up my stories. Thanks! Today's story is The Other Rest of the Passport, Snow White. I'm absolutely sure you're having fun with this part. Are you ready? Let's continue. All the other dwarfs ran upstairs. Yes, she is very beautiful, they said. I have the same idea. How beautiful she is. Shh, don't wake her. So that night they all slept downstairs by the fire. In the morning, Snow White told them her story. Stay here with us, said the dwarfs. The queen is a very dangerous woman. You can never go back to your castle now. Yes, said the oldest dwarf. Stay, please stay.
Thank you,
said Snow White.
You are all very kind.
So Snow White stayed and lived with the 7 dwarfs. She cooked and cleaned and washed for them, and they were kind to her. Every morning the dwarfs went to the mountain to look for gold. Be careful, Snow White, they said when they left. The queen is a very dangerous woman. She must not know that you are here. Don't leave the house and do not open the door to anyone.
The queen will never find me,
said Snow White.
She thinks that I am dead.
The queen did not speak to her magic mirror for a long time. But one day she stood in front of it and asked, Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of all? And the mirror answered,
You, queen, are beautiful, it's true. But there is one more beautiful than you. Snow White's not dead, she's living still, in a house in the forest over the hill. And although you are beautiful, it's true. Snow White is more beautiful than you.
What? said the queen. She's not dead. I'll kill the huntsman, and I'll kill Snow White too when I find her. Then the queen dressed as an old woman. She put some ribbons in a basket and left the castle secretly. Snow White will not know that it's me, she laughed. She walked quickly through the forest until she came to the little house at the foot of the mountain. Hello, she called. Is anyone in? Snow White looked out of the window.
What do you want?
She asked. Would you like to buy some ribbons, my dear? Said the old woman. Snow White looked at the ribbons. They were beautiful ribbons, pink and blue and yellow.
She is just a poor old woman,
thought Snow White.
She can't hurt me.
So she opened the door. The old woman showed Snow White the ribbons. Look at these pink ones.
They are beautiful,
said Snow White. Here, I'll help you. I'll tie them for you. But the old woman tied the ribbons very tightly, and Snow White could not breathe. She fell to the floor. Oh my God, poor Snow White. That night the dwarfs found her there. They saw the new ribbons and quickly untied them. What happened? They asked. Snow White told them about the old woman. That was not an old woman, said the dwarfs. That was the queen. Back at the castle, the queen stood in front of her mirror and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of all?" But again the mirror answered,
"You, queen, are beautiful. It's true. But there is one more beautiful than you. Snow White's not dead. She is living still in a house in the forest over the hill. And although you are beautiful, it's true. Snow White is more beautiful than you."
"What?" said the queen. "Is she still not dead? Then I will go to her again." Oops, the queen understood again. So the queen dressed as another old woman. This time she put some poison combs in her basket. At the dwarf's house she called, "Good morning, I've got some combs, beautiful combs for your hair. Is anyone there?" Snow White looked out of the window.
I'm sorry, old woman, she said, but you can't come into the house.
"Well, you can come to the door and look, can't you?" said the old woman. Snow White thought for a minute. She wanted to see the combs very much.
All right,
she said, and she went downstairs and opened the door. Oh no, I think Snow White is a naive girl. My sweetie, if you forgot to subscribe, press the bell, and like me, be sure to do it. The old woman opened her basket and showed Snow White the poison combs.
I like this pink comb,
said Snow White. Do you? said the old woman. Here, my dear, I'll put it in your hair. Then she stuck the poison comb into Snow White's head, and poor Snow White fell to the floor. Whoops, no!